Today in this video we're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. We're going to be playing the Dark Urge Origin, and we're going to be playing a Tiefling Fighter. I'm absolutely stoked to make this video, and if you really find yourself enjoying it, then please leave a like and consider subscribing. I've got loads more content coming on Baldur's Gate 3, and if you enjoy this video, then please stick around for more. I decided to choose Tiefling as the race for this character because it gives you fire resistance, and fire damage is a really common form of magic damage in the game. I chose Fighter because it's generally quite tanky, and I shouldn't run into too many issues. I know that really limits the gameplay in regards to like magic users and people that are fans of that, but I plan on using companions that use magic. As most of you guys know, we start on the Mind Flayer ship in the beginning. Not long after waking up on the ship, after climbing out the pod, you meet this weird brain looking thing known as an intellect devourer. You fist it out of the brain, which we did. We managed to pass that, but unfortunately we didn't exactly pass the check to make sure that it stays loyal to us, so expect an angry little brain dog coming up in a bit. I know some people find this brain dog cute, but I think they're creepy as fuck. Honestly, I half expected to fail most of the checks because I was recording and it would have been just my luck. We managed to get through the first couple alright, but we fumbled the final one. Ooh, hey! Ooh, hey! Let's see how well this goes. Ooh. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I knew I'd fail at least one save in this video. After that, we went to go find Lae'zel, who did some flippy dippy shit, because she's a frog bitch, and then we went on to go find Shadowheart after fighting some imps. The imps was really easy. It's not really worth recording, to be fair. I cut most of it out. But after that, we climbed up some sticky web things, and we ended up in the antechamber helping out Shadowheart. Is it just me, or is Lae'zel most people's least favourite companion in Baldur's Gate?
A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes. Oh, my head. What is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Honestly, those imps look grim.
Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane. At last. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you. Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
Honestly, Shadowheart hating Lae'zel is pretty based. I get why. Although Lae'zel has her redeeming qualities, she's just generally all around a bit of a bitch. Not like Minthara, who's a bit sassy, but she's like kind of cool about it. Lae'zel's just genuinely annoying 90% of the time when she speaks.
Shadowheart. One moment. It's nothing. Trust me. Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now. She's right. Lead on.
If you guys are enjoying the video, please consider going over to my TikTok. I've got loads of content on there, a lot of which is similar to my shorts videos. Some of the content on there is platform exclusive due to the fact that YouTube's copyright laws are bullshit. Anyway, if you do enjoy this video, please go consider and follow my TikTok for more.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment. Cane Yank.
I love most of the cutscenes from all of the Mind Flayer stuff at the beginning of the game. I think the cinematics are pretty cool, as well as the 3D cutscenes. I decided not to try and kill the devil in this part of the journey because, well, I've not really played Fighter too much in Baldur's Gate, and I don't really know how well I do. I know that he carries like a really cool flame weapon, and I've used it a couple of times on some of my other playthroughs, but I don't really want to chance it. So yeah, I basically just ran through most of the encounter and didn't bother sticking around trying to do much. Pretty much just dashed most of my way there to the control panel, and yeah, ended up falling out of the fucking Nautiloid, as you do. Uh-oh, we've been spotted. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to side with the goblins or the grove in this campaign. My last urge sided with the goblins and did all of the dirty ball stuff all the way through the campaign, and then denied ball last minute in the temple. So I don't know if I'm going to do the opposite and try and be as good as I possibly can, and then give in to ball maybe to do something different. I don't know, I fancy doing something different this campaign, so something I haven't done, which is why I went for Tiefling. As much as I like Tiefling in actual D&D, I don't usually go for Fighter either. I mean, I've played Fighter a couple of times, but I quite like Tiefling. But I thought Tiefling would be good for damage and resistance, like I said earlier. And also I hadn't played Fighter yet in Baldur's Gate 3, so... I'm not quite sure what we're going to multi-class into either. I was thinking Battlemaster. I was thinking we might have Karlach, she can be a Berserker. I'll probably make a Astarion and Arcane Trickster. We'll keep Willow as a Warlock, obviously. I don't know, I'm going to try and use people that I haven't used before. I get annoyed by Lae'zel just because I thought she was cool when I first played it, and yeah, I had to put up with her bitchiness for the whole fucking first playthrough that I did. I also made the mistake of making her the romance option,
Find a way to
so...
remove the tadpole burrowed in your brain soon. Your future will be as blank as your past. Your head whispers vengeance. You cannot wait to slice your way forth, seeking whatever wrought this tragedy upon you.
Look, it's Shadowheart's fidget spinner. I think them giving Shadowheart that artifact kinda meant that they wanted her to be like the main companion.
You're alive.
The one that you're most likely to have a relationship with,
How is
other
this
than,
possible?
say, maybe Karlach. Because the rest of them have their own content. I mean, Lae'zel does have the Creche, but
Seems like we're the lucky ones.
Shadowheart has the most involvement in the story, for sure.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No,
Also,
I
she
don't
hates
recognize
Lae'zel,
this place.
so she's pretty
But
bitched.
everything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
You just keep shitting on Lae'zel.
You
Fair
might
enough.
want to consider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran.
It's a shame because Lae'zel's actually good in combat, where Shadowheart like misses every single
We need each other.
cantrip she ever tries to set off.
Can't think of better.
Like if you
company.
try and Sacred Flame with her before level 5,
One thing.
you're screwed,
Just before
basically.
we go.
She's gonna miss 90%
I
of the
wanted
time.
to thank you again.
And I don't know
for
why.
following me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't.
Does she have a low charisma stat, maybe?
I
That's
remember.
probably why.
Lead the way.
Oh! It's your favourite Astarion. There's going to be so many Astarion stands in the comments now. Yes, yes, I know that you just want to come over and slit my throat, so I'm going to tell you to do it, but then the minute that I turn my back, you're going to shove a knife to my throat.
For a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
In my last Dirge playthrough, I let him kill Cazador, so I'm thinking I might get him not to. This time, I might make sure that he doesn't. It's hard, you gotta pass all of the checks, the skill checks, to try and persuade him not to do things, so we'll see what happens. Pretty sure there's a option that ends up leading you down the path of having to fight Astarion in Cazador's palace, which is not what we want to do.
What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
To be fair, Astarion's got a lot of content as well that's like woven into the main story. I mean, like directly.
You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets.
Well,
You try to
it's not
hold the
directly. I
memory
mean,
that
anytime
fades to the
Raphael
burn,
gets involved, Astarion gets
the
involved.
fear.
What was that? What's going on? The worm. Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Right, we'll head towards the grove now. I think we'll probably pick up Lae'zel on the way. She'll be hanging from a cage as usual, because she's useless. But
My name's a star.
we'll pick her up. Hopefully not try and kill the Tieflings, but I can't remember if clicking Deception or Persuasion, I can't remember which one means that you get away with it and which one ends up, you end up fighting them.
Do you know anything about these worms?
Pretty sure our Persuasion is better than our Deception, so we'll probably go with the Persuasion choice when we get there.
Of course.
I'm pretty sure if you kill the Tieflings, though, it doesn't affect your interaction with the rest of them, because the two of them are away from the camp, so should be fine.
Hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time. You know, I was ready to.
I've yet to play as Astarion's origin, to be fair.
Isn't such a bad idea.
I think it'd be quite fun to play as
You
Astarion.
seem like a useful person to know.
Although, I'm not a massive fan of rogues. I mean,
Except
there's better subclasses in D&D, but in Baldur's Gate, I genuinely find the whole rogue combat quite boring. I mean, rogues are really useful for stealthing in this game, because stealth helps a lot, but here we are. Yes, yes, Tieflings, mad at Githyanki, lots of racism, which is ironic coming from a Tiefling.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response
Stop
to the prisoner's
entering my mind,
white
you
hot
crazy
stare.
frog bitch.
Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Stop it, get some help. Let's see. I shouldn't fail this. And I don't roll high though.
Enough.
Looks like we're going to be killing some tieflings.
You've but one
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
No!
This combat's pretty easy. I'll let you enjoy that.
On my way.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Right, let's head to the grove.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins!
Whoa, what sort of fucking guard are you?
Now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
He's having rocks thrown at him in a cage. That's where the druid is. Boy, he's ugly. So is Zevlor, to be fair. The fact that we couldn't play a goblin is an absolute sham. I would have loved to play a little angry goblin with some like cleavers and shit and just be totally chaotic. That would have been so fun. And if you're playing the Dark Urge as a goblin, I feel like it'd be a pretty perfect fit. I mean, yeah. Trying to think how intimidating that would be. I am the Ballspawn. I'm like just like a 3-foot little midget with pointy ears and sharp teeth.
Provoke the blade.
There's little Willie. Will makes Warlock look cool, and I'm a massive Warlock fan. Like, it's probably my favourite class, and Will makes it look cool. Like, with the rapier and everything, he doesn't seem absolutely useless, which is nice. I feel like a lot of people have this vision in their head, like, oh, Warlock only have so many spell slots and so many spell uses. They're like, well, they've got more to offer, to be fair. Will is better if you kill Karlach, though, when he gets that armour, but we're not going to do that. Cutting Karlach's head off traumatised me last time. I don't think I've ever had a character hit 0 HP in this fight, even on like the harder difficulties. Which is weird, because you'd imagine with the amount of enemies it could be difficult, especially if you're like only level 2.
A better position.
Realistically, if this was like a D&D encounter, you'd probably die, yeah. Level 2, what, like 5 goblins, a warg, and a bugbear. I mean, you do have allies, so action economy, action economy is not going to really be a problem. It would have been pretty cool if one of the subclasses for Warlock meant that Withers was your patron. I've got a lot of time for Withers. I think he was one of the more interesting characters in the game. Not that the game doesn't have a lot of interesting characters, to be fair. I love Raphael. Raphael's sick. How to like that was like a masterclass in portraying devils in D&D. He's such a cool character. What is this goblin doing?
I'll bleed every last one of you.
Oh, that's nearly over.
Shall we dance?
Come on. We'll probably finish it after this combat. We'll do the cutscene and then we'll leave what happens after for next episode. I'm going to try and do one of these gameplay videos once a week. I'll do lots of clips though. Probably from other characters. Show a few of the options off. Come on.
Taste my fury.
Talk to me.
Let's spill some blood. Step quick.
Ready. Strike hard, strike fast.
For a cull. On my way.
Need to find a way forward.
The end of that combat, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you liked it, then leave a like. If you've got anything that you want to see in future videos, comment. And if you want to support the channel, please subscribe.
Open
Bye.
the gate!